Hello everyone, and welcome to my Days of Our Lives official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. According to Tuesday, October 29th spoilers for Days of Our Lives, Tate Black and Sophia Choi enjoyed supper in the town square and engaged in a pleasant conversation until Holly Jonas' name was mentioned. Sophia acknowledged that she never imagined a boy would separate them, but she also brought up the problems with Holly's slap, betrayal, and falsehoods. Tate expressed regret for the way things turned out and essentially admitted that, in order to prevent any friendship turmoil, he had Aaron Green's approval to date Sophia. Tate said it wasn't like that, but Sophia was outraged by Aaron giving up his claim. But when Tate claimed he didn't know, Sophia got irritated and pondered what would happen if Holly wanted him back. Sophia made it apparent that she was not interested in being Tate's consolation prize because she didn't want to be a placeholder. Tate reassured Sophia that he was moving on and that Holly was a bad fit from the beginning. Simply said, Sophia softened and agreed to spend more time with Tate because he wanted to take things slowly and do this right. Sophia gladly accepted Tate's invitation to return to his house for a movie. After her vacation to Paris, Holly met up with Eric Brady, Greg Vaughn, at the pub in Tuesday's episode of Days. Holly acknowledged that she had forgiven Nicole Walker after providing updates on the chaos caused by the phony Abigail DiMera, also known as Kat Green, Annalyn McCord. Holly was prepared to forgive Eric as well since she now knew why Nicole and Eric had concealed his involvement in Daniel Jonas' collision. After being transported, Eric gave Holly a hug and expressed his gratitude that they could talk before he left for Paris. Holly became perplexed when Eric revealed that Brady Black had been cleared. Holly felt terrible about how she had treated Tate and Brady after Eric gave her the full rundown. While Holly doubted that Tate would ever be able to forgive her, Eric believed that it was possible in due time, just as Holly was able to forgive Eric and Nicole. Holly didn't have time to wait around because she was worried about Tate moving on with Sophia. On Tuesday's DOL broadcast, Holly texted Tate in the hopes of seeing him after arriving at the Kiriakis mansion and appeared thoughtful. When Kat discovered that Mark Green, Jonah Robinson, had blown his one phone call to Clyde Weston, James read, and was unable to contact him, he was placed in the cell across from him during lockup at the Salem Police Department. Kat tried to hold on to the hope that Katharina Milionis Green, last portrayed by Ellie Patricios, was still alive, despite Mark's concern that Clyde had no use for them or their prisoner mother at this point. Kat also admitted that she had true feelings for Chad DiMera and that he now detested her. Mark proposed that they find a way out of this situation because Aaron and Felicity Green needed them. On Tuesday's episode of Days, Chad informed Julie Williams, Susan Seaforth Hayes, at the Horton residence about his marriage to Kat and her exposure as a fraudster. Julie wanted to console Chad with a cup of tea because she was so sorry, but he left to tend to something. Kat found out she had a guest and pondered who it might be after being escorted to the Salem Police Department interrogation room. As he turned the corner and scowled at Gat, Chad declared it was him. On Tuesday's episode of Days, Marlena Evans gave Steve Johnson access to the townhouse and revealed Mark and Kat's connection to Clyde. Steve maintained that John Black was not accountable for Katharina's death because she was Kat and Mark's mother. Steve couldn't be certain that Katharina was still alive because Clyde had been holding her captive. Steve did, however, get in touch with Shane Donovan and ask him to impose additional limitations in the hopes that Clyde wouldn't give a lethal order. Marlena called John when he was out of town to break the good news because he didn't have to feel bad about bringing Katharina out in the past. After seeing Eric, Marlena found out he was going back to Paris, so she wished him well and hoped to see him again soon. Marlena made reference to John's encouraging progress, but she didn't elaborate. According to spoilers for Days of Our Lives, Steve will continue to look for answers, so we'll share additional guesses as to what he might find. For more Days of Our Lives information, visit CDL frequently as it will have more fantastic spoilers, predictions, news, and updates. Even though Brandon Barish recently left Days of Our Lives, spoilers and updates indicate that many people believe his career in daytime television may not be over. The actor has a lot of options ahead of him, having lately gained recognition for his compelling roles as Jake Lambert and Stefan DiMera on the renowned Peacock serial opera. The actor also made an appearance on General Hospital in the spoilers for Days of Our Lives. Before making an appearance on DOL, Brandon also shared his experience with actors Steve Burton, Wally Kurth, Jeannie Francis, and Stephen Nichols on General Hospital. As Ned Quartermain on GH and Justin Kiriakis on Days, Wally continues to play two parts. With GH, Brandon played Johnny Zachara, a mobster's son who rose to prominence in the mob on his own. Brandon has years of experience in soap operas. Additionally, there are performers who are more well-known on Days of Our Lives who have previously appeared on CBS's The Bold and the Beautiful. Joseph Mascalo, the late actor who portrayed Stefano Di Mera, was the most well-known. He played Massimo Marone on Bold and briefly appeared on GH as Nicholas Van Buren. Fans of DOL believe Brandon would make a good Wyatt Spencer on Bold. Despite Brandon's departure from Salem, there is a lot of talk that suggests another well-known soap drama will likely take him over soon. His considerable fan base and indisputable talent make him an excellent choice for a speedy comeback to the big screen. Though his fans are still hopeful that he will make a quick recovery, Brandon has publicly voiced his unhappiness with the decision, calling it a major setback. There are also whispers that he might move to The Bold and the Beautiful, possibly following in Wyatt Spencer's footsteps. The last actor to play the role was Darren Brooks, who has said he has no immediate intentions to return. Day of Our Lives spoilers. What would he do if Bold didn't work out? If Brandon's position on The Bold and the Beautiful doesn't work out, there are rumors that he might play Nicholas Cassadine again on General Hospital. But now, Adam Huss, who is also on B&B, plays that role. He previously portrayed Lance Day, the poor man who was attacked by lethal bees by Sheila Carter, Kimberlyn Brown. First brought to life by the late Tyler Christopher, who died last year, Stephen Di Mera left a lasting impact. Social media users have also voiced their wish for Brandon to return to Port Charles in the role of his original character, Johnny Zachara. Although Brandon has not disclosed his next move, it is certain that fans can anticipate hearing from him shortly. Perhaps The Young and the Restless will be his next move if B&B or GH don't work out. According to spoilers for Days of Our Lives, Carson Boatman's character Johnny Di Mera has let his fears prevent him from believing in his wife. In his heart, Johnny knows that Chanel Dupree would never be unfaithful to him. But Johnny can't claim the same since he's had too many drinks. Will Johnny become the father of Joy Wesley, Alex Ann Hopkins? Spoilers for Days of Our Lives, Johnny Di Mera lied to his wife. Our Lives Days. According to spoilers, Johnny will soon live to regret lying to his wife. On the set of Body and Soul, Johnny thinks Chanel cheated on him by seeing Alex Kiriakis, Robert Scott Wilson. Naturally, Seth Burns, Bruce Beatty, telling him that was who was in there is a major factor in his belief in this. But Johnny informed Chanel that he was out at a pub and that he was working at the studio blocking sequences. Joy and Johnny eventually leave the bar together, and it's likely that they'll end up in bed together. Near Chanel's loss, will Joy become pregnant by Johnny? Will Chanel discover that Johnny had an affair with her? Spoilers for DOL, Johnny Di Mera will soon find out the truth. In order to throw Johnny a surprise birthday party, Chanel has gone to great lengths. Chanel thought that hosting the party on the set was the only way to maintain secrecy. Now, Alex will have a difficult time setting things up if Johnny is on the set all night. Will Alex inform Chanel that when he arrived, Johnny wasn't present? The truth regarding Chanel's ER visit and the on-set sex appears to be on the verge of being revealed. It will also be revealed that Alex and Stephanie Johnson, Abigail Klein, were accountable for this act. In the end, Alex stands up for Stephanie and attempts to prevent Kate Brady, Lauren Koslow, from terminating her. Spoilers for Days of Our Lives, Joy Wesley's travels. Naturally, Nancy Wesley, Patricia Darbo, demands to know if Joy stayed the night with that man when she gets home. Nancy has already talked about her daughter's wildness. Will Joy become pregnant by Johnny now that they have slept together? Given that he still loves his wife and that he and Chanel recently lost a kid, this is all Johnny needs. A few kids, or at least alleged infants, appear to be on the horizon. Joy and Chanel have been getting along too well, thus it's extremely possible that he may become pregnant. How will Johnny's marriage be affected by this? When Chanel finds out that her husband cheated, would she leave?